Okay, good morning 11th class. Then today we will discuss about ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. Okay, this one is another property of periodic table, and this one is very important for your reasoning question 11th as well as for 12th class and even for competitive exam also. Okay, so now what is ionization energy? Okay, and what is ionization enthalpy? It's the same thing. So simple, it's a amount of energy required, or you can say it's a energy required to remove most loosely bounded electron, okay, from an isolated gaseous atom in the element or in its ground state. Okay, that one is in of the this one is of the element in its ground state. Means simple, that one is it's a amount of energy required. Now suppose this one is normal one, nucleus, then shell. Okay, so whatever is the electrons generally present in the outermost shell, they are loosely bounded. Why? Because the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost shell is comparatively less. Okay, so whatever is the loosely bounded electron, okay, those who are, or in another term you can say that one is जो outermost shell में क्या होते हैं, present होते हैं, तो loosely bounded electron, तो that energy required to remove this electron, इसको eject करने के लिए जितनी energy चाहिए, okay, that one is known as ionization energy, okay, or enthalpy you can say. Okay, the one term is written, that one is gaseous atom. Okay, actually whatever is the atom, either it is in solid form or liquid form, first by providing some energy it is converted into gaseous form. Okay, then that electrons are free to move, because in that condition that particles are very loosely bonded. जब वो gaseous form में आ जाते हैं, then it's easy to remove it. Okay, that's why the term is used, that one is gaseous atom. Okay, तो this one is simple ionization energy, कि कितनी एनर्जी चाहिए इलेक्ट्रॉन को निकालने के लिए फ्रॉम इट्स आइसोलेटेड गैसियस एटम इन इट्स ग्राउंड स्टेट, मीन्स जो इसकी नॉर्मल एलिमेंटल स्टेट होती है. Okay, that one. Now this ionization energy, you can represent that ionization energy in short like this, that one is I dot E. Okay, now in case of ionization energy, in this we have successive ionization energy also. Successive means, okay, when one electron is removed, जब पहला electron निकालोगे, okay, तो that one is known as first ionization energy. If second electron is removed, so that one is known as second ionization energy. Okay, for example, just see, in case of this one you can take any example. Now suppose I am taking example of magnesium. So this one is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Okay, it means in outermost shell how many electrons are present? 2. Okay, so that magnesium have tendency to lose how many electron? 2. तो उनको निकालने के लिए कितनी एनर्जी चाहिए? एनर्जी नो नीड टू लर्न, हमें कोई वैल्यूज याद नहीं करनी है, नथिंग, बट यू शुड नो दैट विच वन इज फर्स्ट आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी, सेकेंड, एंड व्हाट्स द इफेक्ट. Okay, now just see in this one, when first electron, because whenever electrons are removed, they are removed one by one, एक एक करके निकल रहे हैं. Okay, now when ionization energy means आपने energy provide करवाई. Okay, now this one is first ionization energy. Okay, ionization energy 1 means एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल रहा है, that one is at this time it becomes Mg positive and there is a loss of one electron. तो this one is when first electron is removed, तो that energy जो पहले इलेक्ट्रॉन के लिए लगी है, that one is known as first ionization energy. Okay, now second one. Okay, still that magnesium have how many electron? That one is just see, it become 3s1. It's a 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Still one electron is there. Okay, that magnesium will lose easily. Okay, and acquire noble gas configuration. Okay, so in this case again, when you provide more energy, so this one is ionization energy 2. ये second ionization energy है. So this one become Mg2 positive and there is a loss of electron. So this one become 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and this acquired noble gas configuration. Okay, so this term is required for your knowledge. That one is what is first ionization energy, second ionization energy, and on this basis 11th class we have reasoning question. That one is that first ionization, that one second ionization energy of sodium is much more as comparison to magnesium. Okay, just see reasoning question. That one is, okay, question is that second ionization energy of sodium, okay, is much more as compared to magnesium. Okay, this one. तो it's a general question, किसी भी फॉर्म में तुम्हें पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, maybe second ionization energy of sodium, maybe it's a first group की second ionization energy of first group is much more than second ionization energy of that one is second group. So it depends. Your answer remain same. Okay, now in this one, just see. Okay, first one, in case of sodium, I think you know outermost shell, how many electron? 1. Okay, so that in this one, after first ionization energy, it becomes Na positive, and just see, it's a 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Okay, acquired noble gas configuration. This one is 2p6 and 3s1. Okay, so after losing one electron, okay, it acquires noble gas configuration, and when you want to remove electron from this configuration, noble gas configuration, okay, so very high energy is required to remove electron from noble gas configuration. Okay, that's why that second ionization energy of sodium is very high, okay, as comparison to magnesium. Why? Because magnesium की तो टेंडेंसी होती है कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करने की? 2. ओके, तो वो क्या होता है, उसमें एनर्जी कम लगेगी एज कंपैरिजन टू सोडियम. होप सो दिस वन इज क्लियर टू यू. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग इज regarding to ionization energy. What's the unit of ionization energy? The unit is, just see, unit of ionization energy is electron volt per atom. This one is unit of ionization energy. Now next, it's a factors affecting ionization energy. कौन कौन से factors हैं जो इसे affect करते हैं? Okay, now just see. Okay, little class. Now next thing is that one is factors governing ionization enthalpy. Okay, तो which factors जो उसको govern कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से either ionization energy increases or decreases, means how much energy is required, it's a less, more. Okay, that one is. The first is that one is size of the atom. Now remember one thing, more is the size, less is the ionization energy. ये कैसे होता है? Inversely proportional होता है. How? Now just see, in case of this one, now suppose this one is your nucleus, general term जो हम अभी तक पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. Okay, now just see, if only one shell is there, so that one is difference is less. Okay, and if that one is size is small, तो force of attraction is more. Okay, and क्या कहते हैं, more ion in case of this, sorry, in this one, that one is if only one shell is present, that force of attraction is more and size is very small. Okay, तो means attractive power कैसी है? ज़्यादा है. तो in that case more energy is required to remove the electron. But as size increases, just see, as size increases, the distance between, okay, yeah, distance from the center of the nucleus and outermost electron, that one is decreases. ये कैसे होने लग जाता है? Decrease हो. Okay, that force of attraction is decreases, and just because of that, जब force of attraction कैसा हो रहा है? कम हो रहा है, size बढ़ रहा है. Okay, तो in that condition, that less energy is required to remove the electron. So in case of size of atom, ionization energy is inversely proportional. Smaller is the size, more ionization energy is required to remove the electron, or vice versa. Okay, now next thing is that one is regarding to charge on the nucleus. Now ionization energy, okay, increases with increase in nuclear charge. Here we are talking about nuclear charge, not that one cation and anion, nuclear charge. Now ionization energy increases with increase in nuclear charge. Okay, now question arises, why? कि बढ़ तो रही है, but कैसे factors वो कर रहे हैं? Okay, I think you know that if there is more nuclear charge, means number of proton ज़्यादा है, that is means nuclear charge अगर उनका ज़्यादा है, तो they will attract, okay, electron towards itself. Okay, and size decreases, size कैसा हो जाएगा? छोटा हो जाएगा. And if size decreases, तो more ionization energy is required. So ionize मतलब more energy is required to remove the electron. That's why ionization energy increases with increase in nuclear charge, और vice versa, means decreases with decreasing nuclear charge, क्योंकि ultimately वो किस पे काम कर रहा है? Size पे. Okay, hope so this one is clear to you. Now we have third one, it's a screening or shielding effect. That point is very, very important. Okay, little class. Now another one is that one is regarding to screening effect, or you can say shielding effect. Okay, now in case of multi-electron atom means more than one electron, जिसमें number of shells कैसे होंगे, ज़्यादा होंगे. Okay, तो in case of multi-electron atom, that inner electrons, okay, you can say that one is, yeah, outermost electron, that one is again. Now just see, in this one, suppose it's a nucleus, 1 2, this one is, okay, like this one. Now in a multi electron atom, okay, that whatever is the outermost shell, जो outermost उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन है, ऑर्बिटल्स में इलेक्ट्रॉन है outermost shell में, okay, तो inner orbital generally they act as a screen or shield. ये क्या करता है, screen कर देता है the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost shell. So basically in case of screening effect, okay, that one is the outermost electron are shielded or screened from the nucleus, okay, shielded or screened from the nucleus by inner electrons. तो जो आपके inner electron है, those who are revolving around अपने अपने orbitals में जो उनकी probability है, okay, in that condition, okay, basically ये क्या करते हैं, screening का काम करते हैं, and just because of that, whatever is the actual nuclear charge of nucleus, that one is not felt by the outermost electron, and that one whatever energy or whatever force of attraction felt by outermost electron, that one is known as effective nuclear charge. Okay, and this effect जो इनका स्क्रीन करने वाला प्रोसेस है, दैट वन इज इनर ऑर्बिटल्स, ओके, स्क्रीन दैट वन इज आउटरमोस्ट ऑर्बिटल, ओके, दैट वन इज नोन एज शील्डिंग और स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट. ये क्या करते हैं, इसको शील्ड कर देते हैं, और एक्चुअल फोर्स जो न्यूक्लियस का होता है उसको जो है वो आउटरमोस्ट जो इलेक्ट्रॉन या ऑर्बिटल्स होते हैं ये उसको फील नहीं कर पाते, एंड वट एवर इज द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन फेल्ट बाय आउटरमोस्ट शेल, दैट वन इज नोन एज इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज. ओके, तो इन केस ऑफ स्क्रीनिंग और शील्डिंग इफेक्ट, okay, now in this one, if screening effect is more, अगर इनका जो shielding effect है, जो parts हैं पूरे इसमें, that one is if their screening effect is more, okay, so in that case what happen, that force of attraction between nucleus and outermost shell is less, okay, and size increases, and in that case less energy is required to remove the electron. And if shielding effect is weak, अगर ये जो प्रोटेक्टिंग है शील्डिंग इफेक्ट है अगर ये वीक है, ओके, तो इन दैट कंडीशन व्हाट हैपन, द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन न्यूक्लियस एंड आउटरमोस्ट शेल इज मोर, जो इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज है दैट वन इज मोर, एंड इन दैट केस साइज डिक्रीजेस एंड मोर एनर्जी इज रिक्वायर्ड टू रिमूव द इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, दिस वन इज रिगार्डिंग टू स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट. नाउ अनदर वन वी हैव, दैट वन इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अरेंजमेंट. इट्स अ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अरेंजमेंट. Now in case of electronic arrangement 11th class, this one is simple. Wundt's rule we have done, that one is half filled and full filled orbitals are extra stable. So same condition in electronic arrangement, whatever is the element, if they have half filled and full filled configuration, they are more stable as comparison to other. Now in this we have one question also, that one is ionization energy of, that one is nitrogen is more एज कंपेरिजन टू ऑक्सीजन. ओके, जबकि होनी कैसी चाहिए थी, ओके, जबकि कम होनी चाहिए, ओके, बट नाइट्रोजन हैव मोर आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी एज कंपेरिजन टू ऑक्सीजन. रीजन इज बिकॉज नाइट्रोजन हैव हाफ फिल्ड कॉन्फिगरेशन. जस्ट सी नाइट्रोजन, इट्स अ 1s2 2s2 2p3, and in case of oxygen it's a 1s2 2s2 and 2p4. okay, in this case, so just because of half filled configuration, nitrogen has higher ionization energy as comparison to oxygen. Okay, thank you.